And here in New Mexico, there also are 3 teachers who hope to win their appeal. The 3 were terminated from the Alamogordo school system because Sid Bryant was elected to the school board. Sid is the father of 2 of the teachers and the father-in-law of the 3rd. The majority of the school board refused to renew the teacher's contract because of New Mexico's nepotism law. The 3 plan to appeal that decision to the State Board of Education. And the father of Karen Silkwood says he is considering a lawsuit against Los Alamos Scientific Laboratories because the lab has kept the internal organs of his deceased daughter. The Silkwood family recently won a $10 million lawsuit against the Kerr-McGee Corporation when a jury found the company negligently operated the nuclear fuel processing plant where the young woman worked. The internal organs were apparently kept after Lasl scientists performed an autopsy to determine to what extent the woman's body had been contaminated with plutonium. Ms. Silkwood died in 1974 as the result of a traffic accident. Nuclear power received a boost from the Albuquerque Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors today. That group unanimously approved a resolution calling for the
He had a load of dynamite, and he obviously didn't want to stick around.
I don't blame him. There was a rather explosive gasoline situation in Washington, D.C., too. The director of the FTC's Bureau of Competition urged a congressional probe of the gasoline shortage. Al Dorris announced, and silver also was up, closing at $8.59 a troy ounce.
And now here's Jim Boggio with all the sports. Jim?
Thank you, Mary Lynn. The 3rd annual Leroy Bierman Memorial Run, the biggest fun run here in New Mexico, is now just 5 days away. Tonight, my in-person guest is Carlos Cristobal.
Terrific.
So, Jesse Castaneda.
Good.
Big game for the Dukes tonight.
It is.
It should have a good crowd, I imagine.
Hopefully, it's nice weather out there, and be nice night to go out and sit outside and watch a ball game.
Sounds like fun. And weather is next, right after this. Okay, let's begin.
A life where you can fill your day with action, or just sit back and take it all in. Right now, you can enjoy Angel Fire on a free overnight stay. Just call 266-7916. That's 266-7916.
A late-breaking national story, a Delta Airlines jet en route from New York to Fort Lauderdale, Florida has been hijacked. The pilot now reports that the plane has been commandeered and is heading for Havana, Cuba. We'll have more on that later. Howard, you're everybody's friend. The weekend was just super.
And nice and warm today.
Everybody loves you.
I got to point out, a place like Red River dropped to 29 last night. Sean with 30.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, if they planted any up there, but it's going to really warm up. Let's look at the satellite map, and when you look at it, you'll see that really nothing much is happening. Clear all the way through here. Down in Mexico, kind of a tropically warm day to look forward to.
After that soggy reception we gave those Korean people Friday, it's nice we can give them some sunshine now.
But you know people will complain because it's even going to get warmer. And I'll be back in a minute with a long-range forecast for Albuquerque.
Easy does it. 2 locations in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. The professionals of
And the long-range forecast for Albuquerque is fair and warm tomorrow, Tuesday, with a 93-degree day. Well, on Wednesday, it'll be slightly warmer, 95 for the high, sunny skies. Continued sunny on Thursday, 96 degrees. And when it gets that warm, a few clouds will appear in the afternoon. So partly sunny on Friday, but another warm day, 96, and a very slight, maybe noticeable cooling to 94 for the high on Saturday. And that's a look at the weather.
Thank you, Howard. Tonight's last page concerns all of you who would like to be in a Hollywood movie. A motion picture company is in town for the next few weeks to film the story of a young Albuquerque man. John Baker was a nationally ranked distance runner and Olympic contender before he died of cancer in 1970. Columbia Pictures is filming Baker's story on location here, and they need about 8,000 people to help portray the track star.
On June 23rd. Bob Greeby, Action 7 News.
The latest on that hijacking, there is a Delta Airlines L-1011 hijacked between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, or New York and Fort Lauderdale. It's on its way to Havana, Cuba, expected to arrive there at about 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time tonight. We'll have full details on the late session. For Mary Lynn Roper and all of us here at TV7, I'm Johnny Morris. We'll be looking for you at 10 tonight with the late-breaking edition of Action 7 News.
Stay tuned for the dating game next on TV7. Action 7 News reaches more people than any other news medium originating in New Mexico.
Action News is everywhere.
From the
Action Center, the 4:30 Action 7 News. New Mexico's earliest information from ABC, CNN Headline News, and the Action 7 News team.
Immigration agents crack down in Albuquerque. Good afternoon, I'm Johnny Morris.
And I'm Mary Lynn Roper. Federal immigration agents paid a surprise visit to several Northeast Heights construction sites this morning looking for illegal aliens. 8 men were taken into custody and pay taxes and take jobs away from U.S. citizens.
The news continues now with a look at world and national events by satellite from CNN.
Good afternoon. A tragic bus wreck today in Arkansas.
For adults and children are free.
A training exercise conducted by Bernalillo County firefighters in the South Valley last night has created more than just smoke. In fact, the heat is being felt all the way to Santa Fe. Just after 7 last night, volunteers from District 8 filled a 4-foot deep pit with about 600 gallons of used paint thinner, then set it ablaze to practice chemical firefighting techniques. Well, that angered area residents who feared the chemicals might seep into nearby water wells. As it turned out, county fire officials violated several city and state regulations by not notifying the proper authorities before the exercise.
That we know constitutes a violation of the Water Quality Control Commission regulations. We're looking into whether or not that also might have been a violation of the hazardous waste regulations administered by the State Environmental Improvement Division.
Bennett says there doesn't appear to be any immediate contamination danger to the shallow water table in the area, but investigators will be sent to the scene tomorrow morning.
Southern New Mexico farmers are being reimbursed for their role in the El Paso water lawsuit. Members of the Elephant Butte Irrigation District had intervened in New Mexico's fight to prevent the Texas city from gaining access to our state's water. To pay for legal costs, the district increased its charge to customers. Now Governor Tony Anaya has decided to award the district more than $120,000 as a repayment, saying the farmers played a key role in the lawsuit. Although New Mexico lost the case, the state is appealing the decision.
A question of constitutionality may be tested here in Bernalillo County. District Court Judge Graham because it stimulates the housing industry.
It was a cloudy, windy day. Howard Morgan has the outlook for tomorrow's weather when we return.
Travel agents. And here's Howard Morgan with a look at the weather.
Well, it's been a cloudy, showery day with snow showers and rain showers in the north and western portion of the state as well as in the south. Here in Albuquerque, partly cloudy. The temperature now is 42 degrees. And there will be some slow improvement. The satellite map shows the system
early next week. Tonight at 6 on Action 7 News, we'll look at the results of our electronic poll on a nuclear arms freeze and give you a report on the resignation of John Hernandez as interim director of the EPA.
And in sports, Henry Tafoya looks at last night's NCAA basketball action. Starting Monday at 4:30, TV7 will present Happy Days again, but we'll continue to bring you news updates during the afternoon and, of course, a comprehensive look at the news at 6 and 10. I'm Johnny Morris.
And I'm Mary Lynn Roper. We'll see you in an hour.
And now stay tuned for MASH, next on TV7. Action 7 News reaches more people than any other news medium originating in New Mexico.